Qualcomm just shook up the tech world with a major announcement that few saw coming, sending shockwaves through the industry and sparking immediate reactions from analysts, fans, and competitors alike. The news broke during their latest earnings call, a moment usually reserved for financial updates and forecasts. But this time, it was anything but routine. Instead of the usual numbers, the CEO revealed a game-changing update. Qualcomm's partnership with Samsung is not only continuing but expanding in a big way for the upcoming Galaxy S26 lineup. The next-generation flagship Snapdragon processor will now power the vast majority of S26 devices worldwide, making it the default choice for most users across the globe. This marks a dramatic and unprecedented shift in Samsung's chip strategy for its most important and best-selling phone series, signaling a new era for the Galaxy brand. For years, Samsung split its Galaxy S series between Snapdragon and Exynos chips, depending on region, a move that created two very different user experiences, often sparking heated debates among tech enthusiasts about performance, battery life, and value. Now, that coin flip is heavily weighted toward Snapdragon, with Qualcomm's chip taking center stage and leaving Exynos in the background for most markets. This signals Samsung's renewed reliance on Qualcomm despite its own massive investments in developing the Exynos platform and years of effort to compete head-to-head in the chip race. For many users, it's a relief. The Snapdragon variant has long been seen as the more reliable performer, offering better efficiency, smoother gaming, and improved camera processing. But it also raises big questions about the future of Samsung's in-house chip program, and whether Exynos can ever catch up or regain its place in flagship devices. For Qualcomm, it's a huge win, securing dominance in Android flagships and reinforcing its reputation as the go-to chip maker for premium smartphones. For Samsung, it's a strategic, if humbling move that sets the stage for a new chapter in the Galaxy S26 story, and could reshape its approach to hardware innovation going forward. The real intrigue? This is as much a battle within Samsung, between its ambitions for self-reliance and the realities of global competition, as it is with its rivals in the smartphone world. To truly grasp the impact of Samsung's latest move, let's take a quick look back at how we got here. The story of Samsung's chip choices is a tale of innovation, competition, and changing priorities. For years, Samsung's dual-sourcing strategy meant that some regions received phones powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon chips, while others got Samsung's own Exynos processors. This resulted in a roughly 50-50 split, with each region getting a different experience. But with the Galaxy S23, Samsung made a bold shift, going almost all in on Snapdragon chips worldwide. This move was widely praised, as it brought a new level of consistency and performance to users everywhere. The S24 and S25 saw the return of Exynos in some markets, but now, with the upcoming S26, Samsung is making its biggest commitment yet to Snapdragon. The new split will be 75% Snapdragon and just 25% Exynos. That means 3 out of every 4 S26 units will be powered by a Snapdragon chip, making it the clear majority for the first time. This is more than just a technical decision. It's a clear vote of confidence in Qualcomm's technology over Samsung's own silicon, at least for now. Years of data have driven this choice. Performance benchmarks, sales figures, and user satisfaction surveys all point to Snapdragon as the preferred option for most consumers. For everyday users, this means a more unified, premium experience no matter where you live. No more guessing which chip is inside your phone. Developers benefit too, as less fragmentation means it's easier to optimize apps and updates for everyone, leading to better performance and fewer headaches. For the industry, this move is a strong reminder of Qualcomm's dominance in the mobile chip space, and the challenges that even giants like Samsung face in keeping up. Samsung is now paying a competitor to power its flagship devices, a telling sign of just how tough the chip design race has become, even for the world's biggest tech brands. The days of the silicon lottery are fading fast, and for most buyers, that's a big win, bringing more reliability, better performance, and peace of mind with every new Samsung flagship. Why is everyone so excited for Snapdragon? It's all about proven performance. Snapdragon chips have consistently outperformed Exynos in real-world use, faster, smoother, and more efficient. Power efficiency is key. Snapdragon delivers strong battery life without overheating. Thermal management means less throttling and a more comfortable user experience. Qualcomm's AI and image processing are top tier, enabling better photos and smarter features. The S25 Snapdragon models were praised for superior low-light photography and reliable AI. Trust is everything. Snapdragon has earned it year after year. Tech enthusiasts and everyday users alike now expect the best from Snapdragon. Samsung's shift to Qualcomm for the S26 is a direct response to these expectations. When you buy a flagship, you want no compromises, and Snapdragon delivers. That's why it's the fan favorite, and why this move matters. Don't count Exynos out yet. While it's often overshadowed by its rivals, Samsung's chip division has been quietly working on something big, determined to shake up the industry and reclaim its place at the top. Samsung's new Exynos 2600 is built on a cutting-edge 2mm process, promising big gains in performance and efficiency. This leap in manufacturing technology means more transistors packed into a smaller space, leading to faster speeds and lower power consumption, crucial for today's demanding mobile experiences. Early benchmarks show it competing closely with, and sometimes even beating, the next-gen Snapdragon in multi-core tests. That's a huge step forward for Exynos, which has struggled in the past to keep up with Qualcomm's best. Samsung's partnership with AMD brings console-level graphics to mobile, making games look and feel more immersive than ever. Plus, a new NPU aims to rival Qualcomm in AI, powering smarter cameras, voice assistants, and on-device intelligence. Vertical integration is Samsung's strength. They design, manufacture, and use their own chips. This end-to-end control lets them innovate quickly and respond to market changes faster than many competitors. This allows for deep hardware-software optimization, a potential game-changer. When hardware and software are developed side by side, the result can be smoother performance, better battery life, and unique features that set Samsung devices apart. But specs aren't everything. Real-world performance is what counts. It's one thing to look good on paper, but another to deliver a seamless experience in the hands of everyday users. The Exynos 2600 is ambitious, but it faces a tough road to prove itself. It must overcome skepticism and show it can deliver consistent results, not just in controlled tests, but in the unpredictable world outside the lab. Why isn't it in every S26? Because there's a big difference between lab results and daily use. Real-world conditions can expose weaknesses that benchmarks miss, and Samsung knows it has to earn user trust. The real test is how it performs in millions of hands, not just on paper. Only then will we see if Exynos can truly challenge the best and win over users worldwide. That's where the story gets interesting. The next chapter for Exynos is just beginning, and the world is watching to see if Samsung's ambitious challenger can finally deliver on its promise. Exynos often shines in benchmarks but struggles in real-world use. The main issue? Thermal management. Exynos chips tend to overheat and throttle under sustained loads. Snapdragon, by contrast, maintains peak performance longer, thanks to better architecture and cooling. Software optimization is another hurdle. Developers often prioritize Snapdragon, leading to smoother experiences. Manufacturing on a new 2nm process is tough. Yields may not be high enough for mass production. That's why Samsung relies on Snapdragon for most S26 units, while Exynos gets a limited rollout. It's a practical solution: meet demand, gather data, and improve yields for the future. Exynos has potential, but it's not ready for the global spotlight yet. The real-world gauntlet remains its biggest challenge. So, why keep Exynos alive? It's all about control and strategy. Relying solely on Qualcomm puts Samsung at their mercy for pricing and supply. Developing Exynos gives Samsung leverage in negotiations and independence in design. Even a 25% share keeps Qualcomm's prices in check. There's also national pride. Exynos is a symbol of South Korea's tech leadership. The government supports it, and it's a point of industrial pride. Exynos tech isn't just for phones. It powers automotive, IoT, and more. The S26 is a proving ground for future innovations. For Samsung, Exynos is a long-term investment, not just a product. The lessons learned now will shape the company's future across industries. The 75-25 split isn't random, it's a smart compromise. Snapdragon powers most S26 units, ensuring top-tier performance for the majority. Exynos gets a limited release, serving as a real-world test for the new chip and manufacturing process. This approach contains risk, avoids global PR disasters, and lets Samsung ramp up 2nm production gradually. As yields improve, Exynos could take a bigger role in future models. It's a way to balance quality control with innovation. Samsung satisfies most customers while still pushing its own silicon forward. The split is both a business safeguard and a strategic investment. It's about protecting the brand now and preparing for the future. Samsung is playing the long game, carefully. The Snapdragon vs Exynos battle is part of a global chip arms race. Apple's custom silicon set the standard, and now every major player wants control over their chips. Google's Tensor and MediaTek's Dimensity are pushing the envelope too. The next frontier? On-device AI, real-time translation, advanced photography, and generative AI assistance. Powerful NPUs are the new battleground. Qualcomm, Samsung, Apple, and Google are all racing to lead in AI hardware. Samsung's dual-track strategy, using Snapdragon now, developing Exynos for the future, keeps them in the game. The S26 split is a snapshot of this transition. Samsung is hedging its bets, delivering today's best while building tomorrow's breakthrough. The chip race is about more than speed. It's about shaping the future of mobile. The stakes have never been higher. For the S26, Snapdragon is still king. Samsung's own numbers prove it. The 75-25 split is a clear endorsement of Snapdragon's reliability and performance. But don't count Exynos out. The 2600 is a sign Samsung is still fighting. That 25% share keeps Exynos in the race, gathering real-world data and driving innovation. The rivalry pushes both companies to improve, benefiting consumers with better phones. The S26 is a turning point. Performance wins over politics, but the story isn't over. Can Exynos ever reclaim the crown? Only time will tell. For now, Snapdragon leads, but Samsung's determination means the race is far from finished. Which side are you on? Snapdragon or Exynos? Let us know in the comments.